Hello, you lovely people. Now, I just want to speak from the heart for a second. Lately, my experience of ABI has been pretty lackluster. I genuinely love the game, but it has taken a hit, and I definitely know I'm not alone in that thought and mentality. As of lately, the abundance of cheaters in ABI has been beyond anything else. The content creators Legends tournament recently was found to have 5 obvious cheaters. Not software cheaters, might I say, but just regular people cheating in tournament. But not only that, the abundance of software cheats in regular games has risen to a very disheartening level. A friend of mine and myself were recently approached by a software cheater who, although I don't agree with their methods, did show me the exact softwares that they're able to use nowadays in the game and ABI itself, and honestly, it's incredibly disheartening. There are cheats out there that people use to gain advantage in game, where you can have a software on your phone completely separate from the game that shows you where people are. I'm not going to go into detail about this because I don't approve of it, but the fact that what should be just a simple tactical extraction shooter has been turned into this menagerie where whenever you're fighting, you have no concept of whether someone fighting with an advantage against you is so disheartening. So anyways, a lot of my friends and myself have recently encountered a huge abundance of just blatant cheaters.
Oh my god.
What the hell?
You saw that? Bro, is he on a broomstick?
Instead of holding. Oh, yeah. He shot. I think he's cheating. He shot me 3 times in the helmet.
He has no scope on it.
Yeah. And it's not just about losing gear. It's the erosion of trust with the game's devs that nothing seems to be happening. There are so many fresh accounts with 20 to 70 hours that are just going into matches and fighting you as a legend player with 200 to 600 hours. And you just have to deal with that because there's no matchmaking, there's no staging in the game. I think that is technically for the better, but when there's so little restriction on what people who just make a fresh account, spoof their system can do, it just drives genuinely legitimate players away. And I'll be honest, like, Arena Breakout does deserve better, but we deserve more as players than to be just completely ignored as a player base. People cheating in tournaments should not be allowed to go straight back into the next tournament. And people who fly hag with 20-hour accounts should be banned within hours. At the end of the day, More Fun Studios is not a small company. They are backed by one of the biggest conglomerates in the world. So for most of these issues to be completely just delayed, we were promised updates every month, I remember at one point during the beta. It's just, the game's not got anything fulfilling about it anymore. Or as of currently. And changes definitely do need to happen. But anyways, this is kind of my cry for help to More Fun Studios. Please just focus on your European and Western community a bit more. Like, it's so hard to communicate to you guys. And as players, if you're not liking the game, I'd highly recommend just stop playing. Because that's the only way we're going to get a message through. There's going to be a lot of new games coming out very recently that I will personally be trying out with some friends of mine, such as Arc Raiders and so on. And I'm hoping to have a lot of fun. They have good VoIP and good combat and a pretty good linear staging development and a lot of promise, which sadly ABI just doesn't have for me anymore. There's no fulfillment when playing with ABI. But yeah, anyways, I hope everyone's doing okay, and I'll catch you in the next one.